Hello. I'm just going to have a look at the three Grade 1 races on day two at the Punchestown Festival. The first one we're looking at is the 4:15. It's the novice hurdle Grade 1, 3 miles. Top ranked is Dancing City, Paul Townend, Willie Mullins. And then next rank then is Stella Story for Gigginstown, Jack Kennedy, and Gordon Elliott. And they're the top two. There's a few then behind. Willie Mullins has Lecky Watson, his High Class Hero, Better Days Ahead, Coup de Desert, On Tabar, and Back Me, Sack Me. Or Back Me or Sack Me. This race was first run in 2004. Willie Mullins has won it 8 times. Paul Townend has won it 6 times. The winners have came from Aintree last time out twice, Cheltenham 8 times, and Fairyhouse 6 times. And the favourite has won it 11 times. Dancing City's last race was at Aintree, won the Sefton Novices Hurdle over 3 mile 1 furlong, soft ground, 8 runners. Finished 5.5 lengths ahead of the Jukebox Man.
On the outside under Jack Kennedy, then Ballybentra, Cherie Dam, and finally Pinot Rouge, who's still in touch though has been just intermittently pushed along. Continuing on down the back straight towards the next. Kintara might just rise first here, but another good leap from the Jukebox Man. 2.5 lengths away then to the check-jacketed Dancing City and Shanna Bob. Croke Park, Cherie Dam, Ballybentra, Pinot Rouge. Approaching the last in the back straight, this is 4 out. The Jukebox Man and Kintara absolutely together on landing there. And the others just waiting in behind, waiting to pounce. Shanna Bob the inside. As they run down towards the second last, the Jukebox Man over first. From Kintara, Dancing City now challenging. Shanna Bob can do no more. Cherie Dam and Ballybentra. Well, the Jukebox Man is taken on by Dancing City, who he beat at Cheltenham. But can he beat him today? Because Dancing City is coming there very smoothly at the final flight. Another good leap from the Jukebox Man. But it looks like he's fighting a losing battle. Kintara is down at the last, and it's Dancing City that takes over now and pulls 3 lengths clear, 4 lengths clear of the Jukebox Man, who's trying hard to fight back, but Dancing City is staying on gamely all the way to the line. Slightly slow motion stuff, but Dancing City will win the Sefton. The Jukebox Man second, Cherie Dam back.
That looked pretty tiring stuff. They were going very slow coming up to the line. Only 19 days to recover from a 3 mile race. Stella Story didn't go to Aintree. It's coming here straight from Cheltenham, where it won the Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle over 3 mile, heavy ground that day. Beat the Jukebox Man by a head, and Dancing City was 7 lengths further back in third.
The Jukebox Man from Stella Story. They've got 3 lengths on Johnny Who and Dancing City. Then Captain Teague on the inside of Search for Glory as they run on down the hill then. From Reading, Tommy Wrong, who's now being woken up, the favourite. Gidley Park getting a little closer, might have hit a little flat spot as they jump the second last. Stella Story challenging the Jukebox Man. Then Johnny Who over in third. Dancing City in fourth. Captain T gets a slap down the neck from Search for Glory. And then behind these, Lecky Watson stays on from Spread Boss Ted. The Jukebox Man regains the advantage from Stella Story as they run on towards the final flight. And the Jukebox Man has found plenty. The Jukebox Man has kicked 4 lengths clear of Stella Story second. And he's got them at it here. In third place then Dancing City as they range down towards the final flight. It's the Jukebox Man for Harry Redknapp and trainer Ben Pauling. Keelan Woods is clear in the Albert Bartlett. Here it is, the last flight. The Jukebox Man got in a bit tight. Stellar Story rather overjumped. Then in third, Dancing City as they race up the hill. And they're away then from Lecky Watson and Spread Boss Ted. The Jukebox Man is getting tired. He's beginning to empty. Stellar Story is closing as they race up towards the line. Oh, he's been denied. Stellar Story on the near side of the Jukebox Man. It'll go to the judge. Stellar Story diving.
That was tough on the Jukebox Man there. He did well to run so well at Aintree next time out. Stellar Story has plenty of stamina. Better Days Ahead won the Martin Pipe Conditional Jockeys Handicap Hurdle at the Cheltenham Festival. 2 mile, 4.5 furlongs, heavy going. Finished 1.5 lengths in front of Waterford Whisperers. Ran off a rating of 140 that day. The handicapper put him up £5, so he's £5 behind Dancing City and £4 behind Stellar Story, and they're all off level weights today in a Grade 1.
Of Oldcastle Day Mott in second, really travelling well in third is No Ordinary Joe in the hands of Aidan Kelly, as now they face up towards the final half mile and the second last flight of hurdles. Towards the outside is Answer to Cave, who still has every chance. Cada Bourbon is going well. Russian Ruler is on the heels, the leading group. J.J. Riley towards the wide outside. Sticking to the inner is Better Days Ahead, and then after those came What's Up Darling. Mel Monroe was pulled up before the second last. Angel's Breath was also pulled up before the second from home. They're making the turn in, still well over a quarter of a mile to go. Waterford Whispers is the first in line, now challenged towards the outside by K. de Bourbon. Into third position now, but being driven is No Ordinary Joe. Towards the near side, Answer to Cave is still there, staying on Better Days Ahead towards the far side. Oldcastle Day Mott is next, and then What's Up Darling, and the others now are all tailed off as they race down towards the final flight. Waterford Whispers and Mike O'Connor have the lead towards the far side. Better Days Ahead and Danny Gilligan on the near side. Kay de Bourbon and Michael O'Sullivan over in fourth was Answer to Cave. Now they're on the run in with a furlong to go. The leader, Waterford Whispers, taken on now and passed by Better Days Ahead. Better Days Ahead goes on by a length. The Martin Pipe will go to Better Days Ahead. In second came Waterford Whispers, tight third between the rallying Answer to Cave and on the near side Kay de Bourbon.
So that's it. They're the main ones in the betting. Willie Mullins has 3 in it, I think, and 2, 3, 4 in it. So he's going to have a big say. Now we'll move on to the next Grade 1. It's the Punchestown Champion Bumper, Grade 1, 2 mile and a half a furlong. Top ranked is Jasmine DeVoe, Willie Mullins and Patrick Mullins. That's owned by Isaac Swade and Simon Munir. Then we have Romeo Coolio, Gordon Elliott. Harry Swan rides that. Redemption Day, You Ought to Know. They're all Mullins ones down along here. There's an Elliott one. They've got the Yellow Clay. Sounds Victorious, Willie Mullins again. More Mullins ones down here. Emmett Mullins has one as well, Harbour Highway. There's the winners back to 1997. That time, Willie Mullins has won it 10 times. Patrick Mullins has won it 5 times. 9 favourites have won it. 5 second favourites. And then, if you're looking for each ways, the 3rd to the 7th favourites have won it 11 times. So there could be some each way options in that little category. So from about the 3rd to the 7th in the A lot of these came from the champion bumper at Cheltenham on the 13th of March. So we'll have a little look at that.
Ishan, who was keen in the early part of the race, still leading by 2 lengths. The one who's dropped off from is Stavy, beginning to tail off. The yellow clay sits on the leader's tail, just ahead of Quebecois Orange Jacket in third. Cantico begins the descent close up with Owner Mate, the grey Argento boy out wide. Stavy's being pulled up. Set a chances down on the inner, tracking Jalon Dudery on the descent. Then Sands Victorious Dark Jacket with the white sleeves only 3 lengths off the lead. In truth, most of them have a chance here as they head inside the last half mile and they're about to begin the run for home. Tishan, the yellow clay with the red cap. Quebecois out wide. Cantico and Argento boy, followed there by Jasmine Devoe in the double green and Royal Infantry in a black jacket. Then Fleur au Fusil and Sands Victorious. Jalon Dudery and the maroon and white is poised. Romeo Coolio, black and white, getting into it on the inner as Quebecois falls back through the field and they're about to swing for home just outside the last quarter mile. Tishan, the strong challenging Jalon Dudery, comes there powerfully with stablemate Romeo Coolio. Out wide the yellow clay. Into the straight they come. Widest of all, Jasmine Devoe away to the left from Fleur au Fusil. It's an Elliott pair who've moved on here. Romeo Coolio noses ahead under Keith Donoghue. Away to the left. Jasmine Devoe, though, has been into surge home. The other Elliott runner battling away. Jalon Dudery deep inside the furlong. Jasmine Devoe. Is this Willie Mullins' date with destiny? He has to fight hard because Romeo Coolio is battling back willingly, but in the hands of Patrick Mullin, it's Jasmine Devoe. Willie Mullins, 100 not out of the Cheltenham Festival.
Redemption Day has come a different route. That won the Leinster Reinforcement of Brazil Piling Pro-Am flat race at Fairyhouse over 2 mile. Soft to heavy that day. Held up in rear, some headway approaching straight, progress on the inner to lead under 2 out, soon asserted. We'll have a look at that one.
Lead over the passing wife who's making ground in the stars, and then Patter Merchant, a reminder for Lieutenant Main. Redemption Day coming right up on terms over the far side. Coca Masterpiece now at the back inside the 2, and things have quickly changed as Redemption Day has come from last to first on a tight rein and kicks away from the passing wife, and followed by Flood in the Park. Coca Masterpiece, Patter Merchant, Hen's Tooth and Lieutenant Main, but out in front is Redemption Day from the passing wife in second. 4-5 lengths between them, then Coca Masterpiece, and up towards the finish it is Redemption Day, rounding off an extremely brilliant festival for Willie Mullins. Second goes to the passing wife, Coca Masterpiece third.
It was impressive there. It's hard to know what the form equates to. It's a 7-year-old as well, so it's quite old to be a bumper horse, isn't it? Willie Mullins, though. And there's an interesting one down here. It's come a different route. This is a 4-year-old, Shuttle Diplomacy. We'll have a quick look at that one.
In the centre with the green cap is Shuttle Diplomacy. Lady of the Lock in red and yellow. Down the outside, San Lefort is challenging. Switch to the inner, both Balco Dange, and further in is Put a Pound in the Jar, but Shuttle Diplomacy tackled now by San Lefort to the outside and over towards the inner, Put a Pound in the Jar, but Shuttle Diplomacy with the advantage as they reach the furlong pole. Shuttle Diplomacy from Put a Pound in the Jar. San Lefort is third. In fourth spot behind them is Balco Dange, but stretching clear. Shuttle Diplomacy will win the Kevin McManus bookmaker listed bumper in great style for Tom Cooper and Patrick Mullins. Put a Pound in the Jar second, San Lefort third.
Yeah, that was an enlisted bumper at Limerick, 2 mile on heavy ground. I see the second there, Put a Pound in the Jar. That's running in the 6:35 on Tuesday, so it'd be interesting to see how that gets on. Now, the last of the 3 Grade 1s is the 5:25 at Punchestown, the big one, the Gold Cup Chase, 3 mile 1 furlong. Top ranked is Gallopin de Champs, the Gold Cup winner at Cheltenham. We have Conflated, we have Appreciated, Journey with Me, Capodanno, Fast or Slow, and Hewick, Gentleman's Game, and the previous Grand National winner, Corrick Rambler, comes over from England, or Scotland, I should say. Lucinda Russell. Sorry, apologies to her. There's all the winners now going back to 1997. And Cossack. Some good names there now. Clanders Oboe, Allaho. Last year it was Fast or Slow. Willie Mullins has won it 6 times. Paul Townend once. 7 of the winners came straight from Aintree. 13 from Cheltenham. There's been 12 winning favourites. 6 second favourites. And from 3rd to 5th, if you're looking for each ways in the betting, 3rd to 5th of the betting, there's been 6 wins. Been a broad range of ages from 6 up to 10. 7 and 8 seems to be the most common, though. We'll start with the Gold Cup at Cheltenham, which was won well by Galloping Deschamps, put in a great display. 3rd was Corrick Rambler. Hard to see Corrick Rambler reversing that form. Fast or Slow, unseated rider. It was going fine, it says here.
And the chasers are now at it. Galopin Deschamps coming under pressure. Jerry Colomb and then Jungle Boogie, Brave Man's Game and Corrick Rambler staying on as they now come down to the second last. Galopin Deschamps rising just in front there from L'Empresse. Then Jerry Colomb. Here's Corrick Rambler into 4th place, the national winner. But Galopin Deschamps has struck for home again at Cheltenham and a massive jump over the last. He leads by 4 lengths to Jerry Colomb. Then Corrick Rambler. And racing up the hill is Galopin Deschamps, just avoiding the loose horse by 3 or 4 lengths to Jerry Colomb. This is the champion, Galopin Deschamps, coming up the Cheltenham Hill and backs up in the Gold Cup. Galopin Deschamps, a dual Gold Cup winner from Jerry Colomb in 2nd. Back in 3rd, a bright run from Corrick Rambler staying on, L'Empresse fading.
We better remind ourselves of last year. When Fast or Slow beat Galloping Deschamps by 2.25, that's a 2 1/4 in old money, lengths in this race.
Galopin Deschamps the outside, not much between the 3, they're covered by 2 lengths, followed by Fast or Slow and struggling is Fury Road. 3 to jump, and it's Brave Man's Game on the inside of Envoy Lender over together. On their outside is Galopin Deschamps with a gap to ridden along Fast or Slow, leaving behind Fury Road. Turning in for the final 2 fences, and it's Brave Man's Game and Galopin Deschamps pushed up on the outside. In between them is Envoy Lender and Fast or Slow. 2 fences left to jump. They're spread across the track. On the left, it's Brave Man's Game. The near side, Galopin Deschamps. The front 2 in the market, followed by Fast or Slow, who's running a big race. Then Envoy Lender. Brave Man's Game still in front from Fast or Slow. Galopin Deschamps a few lengths off them. The final fence, Brave Man's Game from Fast or Slow, who's coming to lead in the closing stages. Galopin Deschamps is trying hard, but it's Fast or Slow for a big shock in the Ladbrokes Punchestown Gold Cup. Beats Galopin Deschamps. In 3rd was Brave Man's Game, well clear of Envoy Lender.
That was a big run from Brave Man's Game, wasn't it? We have the King George winner as well in the field, back on St Stephen's Day. Hewick beat Brave Man's Game by a length and a half, and we just saw how well Brave Man's Game run in this race last year. And Allaho was 3rd that day, and of course Parole Shiskin threw it away.
As they approach fence number 10. Frodon at it, jumps it well. Shishkin over in second, 2 lengths away. Brave Man's Game sharing third with Allaho, and then the Real Whacker. Another open ditch. Frodon comes to it, and again he saw a beautiful stride. Cleared it with a lead of 3 parts of length over Shishkin in second, but Shishkin on the flat is moving up once again now to contest the lead as they go into the turn. Frodon against the rail. Shishkin on his outside, and then just over a length back to Brave Man's Game on the outside of Allaho. 2 lengths back to the Real Whacker, and then a further 2 lengths to Hewick, who along the Real Whacker. Final open ditch is the 5th from home, and Shishkin jumps it with a lead of just over a length over Brave Man's Game, the reigning champion in second. Allaho for Ireland on the inside. Over the 4th from home, Shishkin by just over a length. Quick, economical in the air to Brave Man's Game in second. On the inside, Allaho shaken up for the first time by Paul Townend in third. There's a break now of 5 lengths back to the Real Whacker. Frodon has run his race. Hewick is trying to stay on, and now the field turns for home in the Ladbrokes King George, and it's Shishkin and Nico de Boinville over Brave Man's Game and Harry Cobden in second. Allaho and Paul Townend in third, and then 6 lengths back to the Real Whacker and Hewick, the third from home. Shishkin's lead was a length over Brave Man's Game towards the near side. Then back in third is Allaho. 2 more fences to take. Shishkin still has the lead as he comes towards 2 out. Shishkin by a length and a half. Brave Man's Game in second. Shishkin buckles on landing, has unseated Nico de Boinville, hands the lead now to Allaho, and Allaho has gone on. He's handed the lead at the second last. Here is the final fence for Allaho. Allaho by a length and a half. Brave Man's Game and Hewick. Hewick is staying on down the wide outside, and Hewick from last to first to win the King George. Hewick wins. Tight second, Brave Man's Game and Allaho, and they were followed home by the Real Whacker.
Unbelievable stuff. Hewick hit 550 to 1 in running. Incredible. I see they have the blinkers on first time today. You could never put anything past this one. Anyway, that's it. Good luck.